Channel where I help uplift, encourage, and inspire others on how to be made in His image and on how to be the best versions of yourselves. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. And for those of you who are already been here before and you're already subscribed, welcome back. You guys, in today's video, I wanted to react to this TikTok pastor who says that he went to hell and he heard demons torturing sinners with Rihanna's umbrella. So I first seen this on TikTok and I was really interested in what the pastor was saying, because anytime you hear about a pastor going to hell, you're like, okay, why did the pastor go to hell? Like, shouldn't he be going to heaven? So that part right there already caught my attention. But then the fact that he said that like he heard demons singing Rihanna song to sinners, I was just like, okay, I gotta hear more about this. So it says here, the viral Texas pastor says the demonic forces were also reciting the lyrics to Bob Marley and also Jasmine Sullivan's tunes. And it goes on to say, a TikTok pastor says that before Rihanna landed her gig as a Super Bowl 2023 halftime show performer, the pop star was headlining in the depths of hell. Now, I don't know if you guys also know that one of Rihanna's older songs, Disturbia, was written by her ex-boyfriend well, he was her boyfriend at the time, but now that's her ex, Chris Brown. So the song is basically saying how like the darkness is the light. And I always thought that song was so disturbing and creepy, and even like looking back at it, you can see all of the different occult symbolisms inside the video. And then in her video Umbrella, when she splashes the water, it literally is like the head of the Baphomet. So I'm not for sure if I would be able to show you guys that, or if I actually would have to just stay on this page. But let's try to look at it. Let's look at it really quick. Rihanna's, and then I'm gonna show you guys, I'm gonna let you guys listen to the pastor really quick. Now you guys know, like, YouTube be tripping, so I'm definitely gonna have to mute her version of it, but we're gonna kind of watch it a little bit, and I'm gonna try to show you the part where it's splashing to Baphomet. Okay, so of course at the beginning, and they have the triangle right there already showing, you know, you just think she's just posing, so you can't see it as good because I'm trying to capture it really fast. But look at this. See that? It's forming right here. And then if you go, a lot of these artists they put these images of Baphomet in their songs because that's who they worship. And you wouldn't really know it. You would just automatically think like it's not a big deal, but a lot of times they put the shape of the head inside of their videos, or you will oftentimes see them wearing Baphomet. So if you just pay attention, you can see in these like little shapes, like, you know, like the horns, and there's more that she actually shows. They try to flash them so fast. Y'all see how they be doing this? Look at this. There is the triangle, the pyramid that they always love to refer to. And look at this shape right here. Look at that. Now let's keep moving a little bit. She's covering her eye. And some of you may just say she's just doing shapes and stuff like that, but these are all representing pledges. She's showing you in this video, and she's naked, might I add. It's just crazy to me that, see, look at this. There's no denying, wait a minute, where'd it go? There's no denying this. And look how she got her arms to stretch way back like this. Look how far back her arms stretch. There's no denying that that's Baphomet right there. Look, her body is showing his face. You see this? Y'all can see that, right? I don't even like to look at it because it's so ugly. Now let's go back to this. We're going to listen to what the pastor has to say. I gotta turn them on. just wait for him to turn on and play. Because when I first heard this, I just knew he was telling the truth. And some people might literally try to say he's lying.
Yes, absolutely. I saw the real hell. I was there. And I wouldn't wish that upon my worst enemy. I don't care what a person has done to me.
What happened?
I would never wish that on them. But for me, the way it went is that I thought that I was having a heart attack, and my spirit left my physical body, and I thought that I was going upward, but because I thought I had done so much good in this lifetime and helped so many people and made so many decisions that were godly decisions, but as opposed to me going up, I went down. And I went literally into the center of the earth, and that's where hell is. Jesus even said that in the scriptures.
He did.
He says, just as Jonah was 3 days and 3 nights in the belly of a whale, so shall the Son of Man be 3 days and 3 nights in the belly of the earth, which is where hell is. The things that I saw were literally undescribable, and it just makes me emotional every time I talk about it. But it was one of the things that I saw that just blew me away was there's a man on all fours like a dog. He was burned from the crown of his head to the soles of his feet, and his eyes were bulging out. And what was worse than that is that he had a chain around his neck. So he was like a dog in hell. And what was even worse than that is that who was holding the chain? It was a demon holding the chain. And I knew because they're not said, they're known. It's like a telepathic communication. I knew that this demon was sent in this man's life to ride him from his childhood until the time that he died, because the demon knew that if I could stay in his life long enough on the earth, if I can keep getting him to not serve God and to make bad decisions on the earth, then I'll have power over him in hell, and he'll be a slave to me. So it's like twice a slave. It's like you're a slave on the earth to the things of the devil, and then in hell you're really like a tormented dog slave. And then there was another part that I experienced that just blew me away. It still baffles me to this day. There was a section in hell where music was playing, and it was the same music that we hear on the earth, but as opposed to entertainers singing it, the music demons were singing it. And it was some of the same lyrics that we hear here. And then again, things, like I said, they're not things that are not telepathically, things that are telepathically known there. I knew that on earth, a lot of the lyrics and the music and the songs are inspired by demons. So sometimes when people smoke to get high and to get lyrics and to get verses and rappers and all those things. So in a lot of music, people actually smoke to get high, to get verses and to get bars and to be hot and to be fresh and to get that swag. But when they open themselves up to a false high, it's like illegal access into the spirit realm. They actually come in contact with demons who give them lyrics for the purpose of controlling people on the earth.
Yeah.
So here, music is for like you get over a breakup. Don't worry, be happy. I busted windows out your car, or under my umbrella, or whatever. Every lyric to every song is to torment you as to the fact that you didn't worship God through music when you were on the earth. So it's like, you had a chance to worship him in church and worship him at home and worship him through music, but you chose to worship Satan by repeating the lyrics that he inspired to come into the earth. So there's people there for that, because music is very controlling. And I was angry with God, because it's like, how did I do this much good and I'm actually in hell? Well, I lifted up out of hell and I came back on the earth, and God began to speak to me. I actually saw the real Jesus. I saw him, and he began to speak to me, and he said, you have been secretly upset with the people that hurt you. You have been hoping that I would punish the people that hurt you. He said, these are not your people, these are my people. He says, I only want you to focus on the assignment that I'm giving you, because I want to do something through you that the world hasn't seen. And so the root of it is that although I did good, I gave a lot to people, I did a whole lot of good things. The thing that I had in my heart was unforgiveness towards people who had did me wrong. Because a person that can't forgive is a person that's forgotten how much they have been forgiven of. Yeah. So that's my experience with hell. Hell is a real place, and I don't believe that God doesn't send people to hell. People send themselves to hell. And whatever's still left inside of you that God has been trying to get out of you, that you die with, that's going to determine where you go. God's going to want to know, did you learn to love well? Did you learn to forgive well? Did you serve me well? Did you do something greater than your life? Did you do anything that has eternal significance, or is everything selfish? So I thank God for the light, who is Jesus, because of that light, I won't see any more days in hell.
I know that's right. Well, after that, ain't nothing left to say. You guys, I just ask that you guys could please go ahead and like this video. Make sure that you guys subscribe so you can be notified when I do post another video.
Absolutely. I saw the real.
And make sure also that, like, you guys, make sure that your home is in right standing. Make sure that you are in right standing with God. Work on your relationship with Him, because one of the biggest things and the biggest jokes that Satan ever pulled was the fact that he made people and believers all over the world think that He doesn't exist. Okay? I hear so many people saying the devil's not real, the devil is you, the devil can be your thoughts. However you may want to look at it, like, the devil is very much real, you guys. And I don't know if you want to call him Satan or whatever. He is nowhere near equal to God. He is no equal to God, okay? God has no equal. He is the Almighty, the Omega God, and He is bigger, better, greater than some small, measly devil. So I just want you to put all your faith and all your hope and all of your worries and trust into God, the Almighty, Yahweh, Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Nisi, and Yahuwah, and just to understand that, like, music is very influential. And even though you may just think it's just music, like, these rappers and these singers literally put spells by casting certain spells and saying certain words and spewing them over their music, over what they're putting out to the masses to control. They're puppets in a way bigger game and agenda, and you have to be very mindful. You have to guard your eye gates, ear gates, and mouth gates, and you have to make sure that you are fully covered and you have on the full armor of God. You don't want to ever leave out spiritually naked and just think that these things are just a coincidence, because none of these things are coincidence. And every single thing that these artists do, the producers behind these artists, the producers of the videos, and so on and so on and so on through the whole chain of command, everything they do is so intentional. So I just really want you guys to be very careful out here, okay? Because it's no game and it's no joke, and that we are not always promised tomorrow, and you want to make sure that you know where you're going to go, okay, whenever we leave this earth plane, this physical plane here. So I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. Please make sure you subscribe so you can be notified when I do post another video, so that you don't miss out. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in another video.